Hey, Mom, where are you now? Are you out shopping? The house is a mess. Something wrong?
Oh, you're home. Early today. How was school?
As usual. Why do you ask?
Oh, you know what, Iris? I'm thinking of leaving home.
Huh? What do you mean, leave home? Are you running away or something? Did you have a fight with Dad?
No, that's not it. I'm thinking of getting a divorce.
Huh? You and Dad? Divorce? Why?
Well, it's complicated. I got stuff going on too. Anyway, from now on, you guys are on your own. I know it's gonna be difficult, but I want you to support your father as best you can. Okay, see you around.
See you around? Are you kidding me? Sorry we're getting divorced. See you around. I can't accept that. I need a better explanation than that.
But you're still just a kid, Iris. You probably wouldn't understand anyways. These things are for grown-ups.
You say I'm a kid, but I'm already 15. I'm old enough to understand. Just explain it to me. So, what's this all about?
All right, I'll explain. I recently met this really nice guy. I want to marry him, so first I have to get a divorce. That's all.
You recently met someone? Who is this guy? What's his name?
His name is Michael. He's an old classmate from back in high school. He's from a very prestigious family, and he himself is a successful businessman. He was super handsome and all the girls had the hots for him back then. I met him at the alumni party a couple of months ago, and he came up and talked to me. His wife apparently passed away some time back and now he's single.
And so you decided to split up with Dad and marry this guy from high school?
Yes, that's right. This is fate, a chance of a lifetime.
A chance?
Yes, a chance to marry a rich and handsome guy. To be honest, I really didn't want to marry some lowly company office worker. I want to be the wife of someone like Michael. I didn't want to be that middle-aged woman sitting through discount coupons at the supermarket. My dream was to be a woman that bought brand items and went on luxurious vacations overseas. And that chance has finally arrived. I want to start over, kickstart my drab lifestyle.
So, does that mean the life you led so far with me and Dad was nothing? That means you didn't want to marry Dad, right? And you regret giving birth to me. Sure sounds like it. What about all this time? All these years we spent together as a family. Was it all just a waste of time?
It's not that I wasn't happy. I simply don't want to continue as just your mom. I want to live the rest of my life as a woman. You only have one life to live, and I am going to live it as I please.
I see what you're saying, but why is the house such a mess? It looks like you rushed out of there in a hurry. Mom, where are you right now? If you're going to get divorced, you're coming home to talk about this with Dad, right?
I will never return to that house ever again. The place is a mess because I was looking for the bank books and other stuff. I'm taking all the money we saved.
What? Are you serious? All the money? All our family savings?
You've heard of divorce settlement, I'm sure. Women are entitled to it when getting divorced. It's really not enough considering whom I'm getting married to, of course.
But you can't just take it all. I mean, my piggy bank is even gone.
In reality, I would get more in the range of tens of thousands, no, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know? You're still young, Iris. You wouldn't understand such things. Normally, we would meet to work out the proper amount, but I don't have enough time for that. I want to marry Michael as soon as possible. And your money? Well, that all came out of your father's meager salary, so I figure it's mine.
If you take all the money, what are we supposed to live on? I'm starting high school at Sanford Academy this year. Or did you forget? And how about my college fund? We were saving up for that. What am I supposed to do?
I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to get divorced and you won't be family anymore. I won't be able to help you out financially. About school and education, talk to your father, okay? I left the divorce papers on the kitchen table. So could you tell him to sign it and send it in? Okay, so have a great life, Iris.
Hold it a minute! Mom!
Iris, get back to me as soon as you see this!
Oh, hello. Laura, was it? It's been a while. I forgot your name. What do you want?
You came to my house today, didn't you, Iris? My mother-in-law said that my daughter came to visit.
Oh yeah, right. I went to your new husband Michael's home. I was impressed. He really does live in an awesome McMansion. Unfortunately, you were out.
Why'd you come? Do you want something?
Nothing in particular. Just wondering what kind of life you were living. I mean, you did take all our savings, leaving us with nothing. But your husband and his mother were there. So, figured I would introduce myself and say hello. After you left home, I asked people about you. Heard some interesting things.
What did you hear?
Well, for one, they told me your new hubby and his mother, that your husband had passed away. When you met Michael at the alumni party, you said your husband had passed away some time ago, and that you were a widow. What's more, you said you were being harassed and abused by your former husband's parents, and when your husband died, they kicked you out of the house. You're like some poor little thing abused for many years. I really couldn't believe the barefaced lie you concocted. Can't believe you would go so far to get money. A real con artist.
A con artist? How could you say that?
What else should I call you? You took everything. Our savings, my college fund, my piggy bank even. Then you lied to some rich guy and move in with him. And you're even trying to rip them off too, aren't you? Okay, maybe not a con artist, more like a thief.
I didn't marry him for that. How can you call your mother a con artist and a thief? So disrespectful.
Mother? You? You told that new family of yours that you had no kids. It's as if I didn't even exist. When I visited and told them that I was your daughter, wow, they were blown away. They had no idea. You were acting as if you had no daughter. Please don't start acting as if you're my mom all of a sudden.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Anyways, why did you even have to visit? We divorced years ago.
It's obvious, isn't it? I went there to get the money back that you stole from us.
Like I said, I didn't steal it. That was a divorce settlement.
Divorce settlement? Don't make me laugh. I was naive back then and you sweet-talked your way out of ripping us off, but, well, I learned a lot since then and I know my rights. You're in no position to get any kind of divorce settlement.
The hell I'm not! When getting a divorce, it's the woman that gets the divorce settlement.
That's where you're wrong. When a husband and wife divorce, you first determine which side initiated an affair. That person pays the victim, and the victim is my dad. Oh yeah, and you did have an affair with Michael even before you were divorced, right? I confirmed that point with your husband today, so that's been verified. So, you were two-timing dad from the day you met Michael at that alumni party, am I right? So, according to the law, you're the one that has to pay up.
That can't be right. Besides, I knew nothing about that. And that was years ago. None of that money is left. There is a time limit to these things, too. It's all in the past.
Huh? A time limit? Are you being serious? If so, I'm just starting with you.
Huh?
Because you took everything of ours and disappeared. Dad and I had to sell the house and move out. Because of the hardship, Dad fell ill. I gave up on going to college. I did manage to finish high school, but to support the family, I had to work various part-time jobs. After high school, I got a job and I'm currently working hard. Dad's taking his meds and working as well. Can you continue the way you are after hearing what I just said? After the hardships we endured?
Well,
I took all line messages from years ago. I took photos of the messed up living room and the divorce papers. I printed out everything and kept them all these years. One day, I was going to find out where you lived, and was intent on getting my revenge once and for all. That's how much I despise you. Do you even realize that?
I'm really sorry. I didn't realize you had such a hard time all these years. I was completely wrong about the divorce settlement. Please forgive me.
I don't want an apology from you. Just pay what you owe us. The money for infidelity and half of our assets. I will not forgive you until I see the money.
Okay, I will find some way to pay you back. And to my husband and her mother. I didn't want them to get the wrong idea about me, so could you help me keep this all a secret from them?
Huh? Why would I help you?
Well, they find out after all these years that I was lying. Well, it would be a bit awkward carrying on, And besides, he may even demand we get divorced. I have to avoid that at all costs. Please, I will find some way to pay you back.
Sure would like to help you out, but we are complete strangers now. You're not my mother. You're just gonna have to work that out yourself.
Huh? How could you say that? That's so irresponsible. You appear out of nowhere after all these years, disrupt our family, and don't even lift a finger to help. Give me a hand here. You're my daughter after all.
Did you really just say that, daughter? I have to be honest with you. I have no mother. She died a long time ago. Okay, see ya. I'll send over an official invoice later. So, see you later. Hope everything works out with your family.
Hold it right there, Iris. This conversation is not over yet. Iris!
After that conversation, my dad and I drew up an invoice for the compensation we wanted. Fortunately, her husband, Michael, paid the entire amount at once, on our behalf. Michael said he was not aware of her predicament and what we had gone through, but that was no excuse and he insisted on apologizing and paying us a generous amount as compensation on top of his wife's divorce settlement. With that money, I was able to go to college and am currently enjoying life on campus. My mom, former mom, is not divorced but is apparently working her butt off at a farm owned by the family to pay the money that she stole from us. Not really the luxurious life that she had imagined.
Hey Mika, you got those divorce papers my lawyer sent, right? Make sure you get them to the courthouse as soon as possible. Got it?
Yeah, I got it, Jaden. Do you want me to shoot you a text when I turn them in, or what?
Come on, Mika. How badly do you want to stay in contact with me? We're through. We're never getting back together.
Good grief, would you get over yourself? I was just wondering if you wanted me to let you know when we were officially divorced or not.
Listen up, Mika. I'm just about to leave on a relaxing, romantic, luxurious spa vacation with my beloved Samantha. A message from you ruining the mood of our celebratory vacation is the last thing I want. Do I make myself clear?
Okay, I'll take that as a no, loud and clear.
I'm glad you're finally starting to understand me. And just so we're perfectly clear, let me say it one more time. We are through. So don't bother trying to get back together with me. Now that I'm rid of you, I'll finally be free to enjoy life with Samantha. I no longer have any room for you in my life at all. None, zilch, nada. Got it?
You're such a narcissistic clown. Do you honestly think that after all you've put me through, I'd actually be interested in getting back together with you?
Looks like I hit a little too close to home.
Whatever. This is how we say goodbye then, I guess.
Yep, goodbye, and good riddance.
Hey, Mika, are you there? Where are you right now? I tried ringing your doorbell, but no one came to the door and the house looked all dark. Where on earth are you? Please, the moment you see this message, you've got to get in touch with me. Rachel? We haven't talked in ages. What's going on? There you are, finally! You seem pretty serious. Did something happen, or are you okay? I'm fine. This isn't about me. Hasn't my mom messaged you? I thought she would have told you about what was going on. In any case, you've got to get down to the hospital as soon as possible. Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. The truth is that I blocked your mom a while ago. You what? Why would you do that? I guess that's besides the point now. So, you haven't heard about my brother? Well, no, I haven't spoken to Jaden since 2 days ago. He was in a car crash, and he's in the hospital right now. A car crash? You need to get down to the Central City Hospital as soon as possible. There's a lot we'll need to talk about moving into the future, so I thought it would be best for the whole family to gather together in person. Hold on, Rachel, calm down for a second. How can you be calm when your husband is in the hospital? My husband? Wait a second. Rachel, Didn't you hear about what happened between us? No, what? Jaden and I are divorced, Rachel. What? You are? Yeah, it was finalized 2 days ago. This is the first I've ever heard of this. Oh my goodness. I see. I'm sorry you had to find out like this. I guess that would explain why you haven't been contacting Jaden and haven't come down to the hospital yet. I guess. Wow, this day just keeps getting crazier. I'm sorry, Mika. I must have surprised you when I started texting you in a panic all of a sudden like that. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. You just didn't know. I know this is probably a sensitive issue, and I don't mean to pry, but was the divorce over my brother's infidelity? How did you know? Well, I had my suspicions when the doctors mentioned that there was another passenger in the car Jaden was driving, and it was a female who I had never met before. Apparently the accident happened while they were on their way back from their spa vacation. Ah, I see. The doctor said her name was Samantha. Does that ring any bells? Well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it anymore. Yes, Samantha is the woman whom Jaden was cheating on me with. I see. I am terribly sorry for the way my brother treated you. I already told you, Rachel, you don't have anything to apologize for. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay, well, I guess that does explain a lot of things then. Gotcha. I don't know much of the details of the accident at this point, so I'll message you again sometime later after we talk to the police. For now, I can tell you that the doctors say that his injuries aren't life-threatening. I don't know exactly how things are going to go from here on out, but there might be some times when I need to get a hold of you. Is that okay? Sure thing, Rachel. Just let me know whenever you need anything. Now, how about you, Rachel? How are you dealing with all of this? Are you okay? Me? Yes, you. I know that neither Jaden nor your mother have treated you very well over the years, and that's just from the things I've heard and seen from Jaden. I can't imagine what they were like when I wasn't around. Well, I suppose that's to be expected. I'm only her stepdaughter, and ever since my dad died, she started treating me differently than before. I'm not sure what the extent of Jaden's injuries are, but do you think they might try to force all the work of taking care of Jaden and his mistress onto you? I'm just asking out of concern for you, Rachel. I don't know. Your brother and I are divorced now, so it may not be my place to say this, but remember, there's absolutely no need for you to bear the burden all by yourself, Rachel. You take care of yourself, you hear me? Thanks, Mika. I'll do that.
Mika, what's your problem? When are you finally gonna step up and take responsibility for taking care of me? You know I'm wheelchair bound now. Don't pretend you don't. Even my poor, sweet Samantha has to live with a wheelchair. She's an angel. She didn't deserve this. We're living in a wheelchair accessible apartment right now. But even with all those accommodations, it's still a nightmare over here. Hurry up and get your butt over here and help out around the house.
Jaden, you are the last person I wanted to hear from today. We've been divorced for a few months now. What do you want from me?
Don't act dumb. I want you to take responsibility. You need to come over to our apartment every day and help us out.
Why?
You know why. We're stuck in wheelchairs for the rest of our lives. And just what have you been up to lately while shirking off your responsibilities to me, huh? Have you been having fun, walking around, going places?
No, I mean, why am I the one who has to take care of you? We're divorced.
Excuse me? You're my wife. Obviously you have to take care of me.
Do I need to teach you what the word divorced means?
At our wedding, you vowed to take care of me, till death do us part.
Did you get a brain injury in that crash?
In sickness and in health, Mika. And right now, I'm cashing in on the in sickness part. You're gonna fulfill your duties to me as my wife, or else.
We are divorced. I am not your wife.
What?
What do you mean, what? You told me to fire the papers, quote, as soon as possible. And just like you told me, I went down to the courthouse the very same day and filed them. We're divorced.
You never told me that.
You also told me that I didn't need to tell you when I submitted them.
I did?
I asked you if you wanted me to message you when I submitted the divorce papers. You said no and further stated, again, directly quoting you here, "A message from you ruining the mood of our celebratory vacation is the last thing I want." So, like you told me, I didn't tell you. Got it?
Wait, but you were only asking me that because you wanted an excuse to keep talking to me. Weren't you?
No, I assumed that you had plans to marry your mistress as soon as we were divorced, and so I thought you might like to know at what point that would be legally possible. That's all.
But you never messaged me. So I figured, I don't know, maybe you were still in love with me and hadn't submitted them yet.
My God in heaven, you told me not to message you! Seriously, how bad was the brain damage you suffered in that accident?
I didn't suffer any brain damage. I'm just as smart as I've always been. Listen, Samantha and I are having a really hard time of things getting adjusted to life in a wheelchair. My mom helps us out when she can, but she's had a bad back, so she can't do everything all the time. We need someone to take care of all three of us.
Then hire someone. Did you really think you would be able to talk your ex-wife into moving back in with you to be your live-in maid? If you hadn't gotten a CAT scan yet, get one soon.
Okay, well, then I can just make you my legal wife again.
Huh?
We've been pretty busy over here the last few months between being in the hospital, going through rehabilitation, and then getting adjusted to our new lifestyles. So we haven't had the time to get legally married. So it just so happens that I'm a perfectly eligible bachelor. We can get married again. You can be my wife and help out me, Samantha, and my mom around the house. Isn't that a great plan?
I am more and more convinced that they lobotomized you while you were in the hospital. Do you even have any brains left in your skull?
What's up with that attitude? I'm offering you the chance to get back together with me. Are you really gonna throw it in my face like this?
Short answer? Yes. Long answer? Yes, of course I am, you complete moron!
But why?
Don't insult my intelligence, Jaden. Rachel finally got tired of taking care of you and moved out, didn't she? And the only reason you're contacting me right now is because you want me to take over for her.
Wait, how do you know that Rachel moved out?
Because she told me she did. She told me that she's only your stepsister and that her father married your mother and that he had passed away a few years ago. And ever since then, it was just you, your mom, and Rachel living together in your house. She also told me that she started treating her like trash as time went on. I guess the two of you thought that since Rachel wasn't a blood relative, that you could force her to do all the cooking and cleaning while you just laze around the house.
Yeah? And so what if we did? She's supposed to take care of her family.
Rachel learned something very important recently. When your mother married her father, she never legally adopted her as her daughter.
Once again, so what? She's still my stepsister and my mom's stepdaughter.
Stepchildren aren't like biological children, especially when they're adults like Rachel. When you marry someone with children, they don't automatically become your legal children. There is a process to legally adopt the children of your spouse, but again, your mother never did it. So there is no bond, legal or biological, binding Rachel to you and your mom.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you're starting to see where I'm going with this. I guess the doctors must have left a few pieces of your brain behind after all.
So, you're saying...
Don't hurt yourself by thinking too hard. I'll spell it out for you. The moment Rachel's father died, the only reason she had to stick around you two went away. So no, Rachel has no responsibility to take care of you or your mother. I'm very sorry to say this, But you won't be able to rely on either the sister you mistreated nor the wife you cheated on to take care of you. Tough luck. And to be really honest, expecting me or her to care for you is an unprecedented low, even for you.
Hey, you're probably aware of this, but Samantha kinda got cut off by her parents, so she doesn't have anywhere else to go.
Oh no, she got cut off by her parents after they found out she got in an accident riding with the married man she was sleeping with. This might be a little harsh, but right now, the two of you are getting exactly what you deserve.
Please, Mika, you've gotta come back to me. We really need some help around here.
Then go and hire someone to do it for you.
We can't hire somebody to help us without any money. Both Samantha and I had to quit our jobs after the accident, so we've got almost no income.
Not my problem.
How can you be so cold to me, after all we've been through together?
Ah, yes, we have most certainly been through a lot together, haven't we? I remember it all so clearly, from our first date to your proposal, to our wedding and honeymoon, and then finally the day I found out you were sleeping with another woman. And if this had happened before that last one, I probably would have stuck with you, for better or for worse. But I would sooner die than spend the remaining years of my life nursing the cheating scoundrel who betrayed me.
Alright, fine, whatever. You won't help us. Then can you at least tell me where Rachel went so I can contact her? You said you had been talking to her, right? Just her phone number would be okay. Please? She's my last hope.
Not a chance.
Why not?
Think about it. Rachel is, for the first time in years, finally free of the curse you and your mother had brought upon her. She is taking her first steps as a free woman. And as she's enjoying her newfound freedom, do you think she'd appreciate being bombarded from texts, begging for help from the stepbrother who directly contributed to her years of torment? So no, I would never tell you Rachel's location or phone number. Not even if you were lying on your deathbed.
Then who's gonna take care of us? If you won't, and Rachel won't, then who?
Don't know, don't care.
Come on!
Goodbye. Forever. Jaden didn't know when to give up, so I blocked his number after that. And just to be safe, I went out and got a new phone number the next day. Since I also moved apartments since then, I think it's safe to say I don't need to worry about the three of them bothering me anymore. I'll also still keep in touch with Rachel. She gets updates on what Jaden is up to through a friend of hers. Apparently, after getting married to Samantha, an acquaintance of theirs was decent enough to hire them on as disabled hires in the same company they used to work at. So it seems that they should be able to make ends meet, if only barely. However, their personalities always were, well, atrocious. And once word got around about the circumstances behind them ending up in a wheelchair, everyone's opinions of them managed to get even worse than they already were. Despite the cold treatment by their old colleagues, they need their jobs so desperately that they can't quit. So, they have no choice but to bear with the constant jeers and scorn they face every single day they show up at the office.